Hello, everyone. So I was having a conversation with someone. I called someone and I was asking questions. And then she said to me, by the way, have you heard that Senator Natasha has been arrested? And I was like, Senator Natasha arrested? What does that mean? When did that happen? And I just started making calls and just trying to find out. And it comes out that, the report we're seeing here is that immigration seizes and then releases Senator Natasha's passport at Abuja Airport. Leadership is this reporting. Let me first of all take what leadership has reported. It says officer of the Nigeria Immigration Service at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja, on Thursday morning caused a momentary travel scare as they seized the international passport of suspended Kogi Central lawmaker Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan on her way to board a British Airways flight to London. Eyewitnesses at the airport said the senator arrived at the international terminal of the airport with her husband, Chief Emmanuel Uduaghan, only to be stopped by immigration officials who flagged her as a national security risk. The incident occurred in the early hours of July 24, 2025. That is, it occurred today, just before boarding commenced for the London-bound flight. Travelers reported that Senator Natasha remained calm and composed throughout the ordeal, insisting that the officers had no legal authority to seize her passport. The court never authorized this. You have no right to hold my passport. She was overheard telling the officers while urging them to allow her to proceed. No official explanation was provided to the senator at the time of the seizure, further fueling suspicions of political interference. Her husband, Chief Uduaghan, was seen making a series of urgent phone calls as the delay dragged on. Minutes later, the senator's passport was returned without any formal explanation, allowing her to swiftly proceed through immigration and board her flight just in time. The incident sparked murmurs among travelers, with observers describing the situation as an unnecessary embarrassment and a potential abuse of institutional power. Neither the Nigeria Immigration Service nor the Office of the Senate President has issued a statement on the issue. So if you look at this, what you see is, like someone has said, abuse of institutional power. You see people who are trying to intimidate someone, harass someone, at every point in time. Why is her passport stopped? Why are you saying she's a national security risk? Really? We have national security risks that the immigration should be ensuring they are not passing through the borders and entering our country or leaving our country, that the military, the police, all security agencies, DSS, Inter should be working hard on and ensuring that they are stopped from, taking out their whatever they're planning against the nation. But what do you see? You never see them taking these things on. What you see always is that they continue to harass the people. They continue to go after the people. And this is something that we really should put in as unacceptable. This little harassment, they serve a purpose. It is to chip away, keep attacking her, keep taking away at every moment. Let her know that Nigeria is strong. This is extremely shameless. This is extremely shameless from the public officers, from the people who are working at these institutions that allow themselves to, at every moment in time, to be used anyhow, to be used as willing tool of oppression against others. They really need to be ashamed of themselves. We cannot have someone being maligned, someone being harassed, someone being treated in this manner just simply because she spoke up. This is a serving senator. There are a lot of, public office holders who have done terrible things, who are actually supposed to even be in jail. They're not. They're walking free because they support the corruption in the system. They support the wrong things that are being done. But it is always those ones who stand and fight for themselves, fight for the people, fight against the system that there's always harassment in. And citizens sometimes just sit down and watch and allow these things, to continue to happen. You see, they've been angling for them to be able to curtail Senator Natasha's movement, for them to stop her from moving freely. The other time we saw, even for her to go to her hometown, they blocked all the road. They stopped her. They didn't want her to be there. And she ended up, using the helicopter. Remember the time we saw her with helicopter, using helicopter to get into her hometown. Even in the court, the prosecuting lawyer, the federal government decided to take up the case between Natasha and Akpabio and make it the federal government's business, where the federal government is now, suing Natasha, charging Natasha from some criminal whatever that they said they do, just because she cried out that her life was in danger and there were people who were planning against her. And this is the thing, this was what was going on. And it became a federal government issue, federal government against Natasha. There, the Attorney General had asked that they should seize her, collect her. The court should ask for her passport to be taken away. Why should her passport be taken away? What did she do to deserve for her passport, to be taken away? These are questions that Nigerians should be asking. And today, we've seen her going to the airport and her passport, being delayed. Why are you delaying her passport? Is it to further show how powerful you are? Is it to further weaken her resolve? Is it to further ensure that you instill fear in her? It's not going to happen. I mean, she's one person. Thank God she's one person who is bold and courageous and ready to put in, whatever it takes to ensure that justice is sustained. Like she said, this injustice will not be sustained, and that's the way, it's going to remain. As for those who are hiding behind some powerful seat and thinking that they are harassing Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan, I just feel sorry for them. I just feel sorry that that they think power is forever. Power is not forever. Power is transient. Whatever offices that they occupy today, there were people who occupied them yesterday, and there will be people who occupy them tomorrow. And without those power, what would they be? Who would they be? How would they be looked upon? They should focus more on that than trying to say that they're going to intimidate people. You're not going to intimidate anyone, because we've seen the likes of you come into those offices and leave those offices. For me, on my own part, I'll continue to say to Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan, thank you for being strong. Thank you for standing for Nigeria. Thank you for not allowing yourself to be intimidated. Thank you for standing firm for what is right and not following the shortcut that cowards take a long time when they say to them, go and apologize, even when they have done no wrong, even when they are in the right, even when things are done to them, they are told go and apologize, and they go on and apologize, and then the perpetrators continue to go free, and this problem continue to happen. Thank you for taking the road of courage, of saying justice must prevail.